Welcome to the second lecture. In this lecture, we will learn about strings and variables. So let's move forward. These are the examples of strings. What the heck is string? String is basically a series of characters surrounded by double quotes or a single quote. You may have noticed that the first two examples are surrounded by double quotes, and while the other two examples are surrounded by a single quote. So keep it in mind that in Python it doesn't matter whether you keep it in a single quote or in double quotes, it remains a string in both cases. In other programming languages, double quotes are usually used to represent the strings, but in Python you can use either of them. So let's check it on idle. Open the Python idle which we installed in the previous lecture, and if you haven't installed it and don't know how to, then watch the previous lecture whose link is already given in description. So let's make a new file in order to make our first program. You can customize your idle by going into options and configure idle. From here you can change the font face and you can make the size bigger. By default it is 12, but I made it 16 to make it more convenient for you guys. And you can change the theme as well. By default it is idle classic which you are seeing right now, but this is the dark theme. But as a beginner it is good to go with defaults, so I am going with the default options and I am keeping these as it is. We have to save the file first in order to run the program, so save it anywhere you like. Let's save it as first program. So here we go. I'm writing the string. So you can run either by going into this option, run or run module F5, or just by pressing the F5 key on your keyboard. So congratulations, you have made your first program. The string hello world is printed, and basically this is a string and this print is a function. So what is a function? Function is basically a programming instruction used to perform a specific task. So what the print is doing here, print is just printing the string hello world. What if I print like this, like I'm giving no argument inside this, so what will happen? It will print nothing. Let's run again. So what is the difference between these strings? There is no difference. All are strings and all will be printed in the shell window because we are using the print function, so print will just print these strings. Let's run this. So this is the output, and keep in mind that Python is a case sensitive language, so you cannot use a capital P or any other letter. You have to use this in this way, like you strictly have to follow the syntax. So what if I run like this, capital P? It will give the error. It has printed the first two strings, but in the third string it gave the error, obviously because name print is not defined, so P should be small. And what if I give double quotes here and single quote at the start? Obviously it will give the error, so either use single quote or double quotes, not the third option. So this is the print function, and you can write any string or any variable. So let's check the variable. What are the variables? Variables are used to store values. The variable A is storing the string hello world. The message 2 is storing the string believe in yourself. This equal sign means that this variable is going to store this string. Same here, this string is going to be stored in this variable. So when we print any of these variable, we get the value stored in it. So we are back to idle. Let's create a variable A containing the string hello world and print this variable by using the print function. and giving the variable name inside the parentheses. So let's run. Okay, so program ran successfully. It printed the string hello world, which is stored in the variable a. So let's create another variable with the same name but with a different string, hi. Now print. So what happened here, basically the string was containing the hello world first, but this line overwrote the string and now it is containing the hi. So it printed the hi because it is stored in variable a. So let's print b now. Obviously it will give an error because the b is not defined yet, so we have to define it first. Let's say b is equal to a. So what will happen, basically b has no string, but here we are taking the string from a. So whatever the value of a now will go in the b. It remains in a also, but it will go in b as well. So let's run this program and see what happens. Okay, so first it printed the value of variable a, which is hi string, and then it printed the value of b, which was taken from the a. So let's see another concept, concatenation. So concatenation is the combination of two strings. It is basically the addition of two strings. So here variable a is keeping the string hello world and the message 2 is keeping this string believe in yourself. So print a plus message 2 will be resulting in the concatenated form of these two strings, hello world plus believe in yourself. So let's check it on idle. Let's make two variables. First name is thug, second name is quotes, and then concatenate these two, first plus second. So in order to create a space between them, concatenate an empty string as well. Now print the full name and let's run this program. Okay, so it has printed the first name and the second name. So what is going on here, it is concatenating the first string and then an empty string and then the second string.